reduced to the barest minimum, if not eradicated. Your Excellency, I wish to use this opportunity to further make a passionate appeal to you to consider my traditional area as a matter of urgency in respect of providing district hospitals for those districts without any. Providing district hospitals for those districts without any. These are Binduri, Pusiga, Bawku, Garu, and Tempani. This request, if granted, will relieve my people of the numerous health challenges facing us. Sir, I wish to equally appeal to your government to continue to extend electricity to most parts of my traditional area. Most of the districts need extension of electricity. That will keep the youth in their areas to prevent drifting to the urban areas. This will also create jobs in the rural areas for them. We have made repeated calls for government to consider splitting the Bawku West district and constituency into two because of its vast land size and population. We are yet to see the light at the end of the tunnel during the tenure of your office. This will go a long way to bridge the desired effect. While this is pending, we also see the need for the Bawku Central constituency to be split into two for its huge population, leading to the creation of a region in the not too distant future. Mr. President, I want to take that one once more. We will go a long way, sorry. Whilst this is pending, we also see the need for the Bawku Central constituency to be split into two for its huge population, leading to the creation of a new region in the not too distant future for the eastern corner of the Upper East region. Not too distant future. We qualify for a region in most respects by population, resources, infrastructure, among others. We hope all these requests will be given the needed attention they deserve. I'll be faster, please. We would be grateful if you could make the Binduri Community Day Senior School a boarding school to help curb the incidence of pregnancies among girls who, for lack of accommodation, are living in local houses and thus exposed to premature sexual activities with irresponsible men. Mr. President, I come from Binduri. That is a fact, a serious fact. Similarly, I am up time now. This will increase the enrollment of our children, especially the girl child, in the free senior high school program. With the autonomy granted to the Navrongo campus of the University for Development Studies, the Transitional Council will soon be collaborating in the best possible way with the university to explore the feasibility of requesting for a satellite campus at the Manga Research Center that will focus on agriculture, especially livestock production, which appears favorable to us. This will make the university education easily accessible to this part of the region. We hope that in future, if this becomes a request to your office, you would give us the nod. Your Excellency, it is quite frustrating that are Dagare, Kasim, and Dagbani. These are also taught in the training colleges of education, the Bewa College of Education, Pusiga. Meanwhile, the Kusal language is a course at the University of Winneba, where students graduate with BA in Kusal, after which they are apparently made redundant. Consequently, people do not write any Ghanaian language in their final examination because the approved ones are alien to them. We are thus appealing to the Minister of Education through your high office to consider making Kusal language examinable. On the issue of COVID-19 in my traditional area, Mr. President, as far back as 17th March 2020, I organized a press statement in my palace on the role of chiefs in Kusal in relation to the pandemic. The expected protocols are adhered to so far as the chiefs and people are concerned. Your Excellency, let me once again inform you that Ghanaians appreciate your laudable policy initiative generally, and particularly the Kusao traditional area. For instance, the Green Ghana initiative you launched this year. In my traditional area, the event was organized by the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources through the Forestry Commission in the district. I was humbly requested to be part of this, which saw me chairing the program on 11th June 2021 at the Municipal Assembly. I made a passionate appeal to all citizens of Kusao to join hands with government to make this program succeed. The highlights of the address for the occasion include environmental stakeholders like the Forestry Commission and NGOs to ensure appropriate responses to the climate change. I appeal that the local radio stations should use local languages to educate the general public to plant trees to combat environmental degradation. The MMDAs to initiate bylaws to commemorate the birth of children and death of distinguished personalities within their communities, bylaws. On my traditional area, my traditional council members have been facing transport challenges to attend to their programs. On behalf of the council, I wish to appeal to the president to support them with a bus to facilitate their activities. On this note, I warmly welcome you to my traditional area generally and my palace in particular, and wish you a successful tour of the region and a safe journey back to Accra. May the ensuing 4 more years, bring us phenomenal development and growth of our great nations. Thank you.
Mr. President.
Tam ne yelsia KMT do you ma anaswana ka excellency do don ko Akufo-Addo ko ke palawa no ye man abok now ka bok na nam kayi hallo wana bok na nam le ko anayi nam ne ko ne yumpi na sen za ka wana ka gwandan kwembe be ni gwandan za ma gwandan silo be na ye gwandan kaman bo dele nam la ka anayi ne na ba kui o ma no ko kana abdu ko mal ko ne yumpi na sen za ka ma ka gwandan ko zinya din na mala sama de votu la pogun do me na nam ko to ayi ngatenga ko so o mangala sin ko ni yel bor be ko bangeli o del tilla ba priyo nora ka ba di no nor le kanu wana dinga bor nchaka o bangeli on de ken yel sil kwela ba kwen sar ke na ma yibe bok ye nam ne gwandan na me ko be ka gwandan lembe hala ka pya yal kwet din so MVP vote ke ta yel usagwa so mwa betu alena abon da so yel on ko suma ka so apare so on pusa
Mr. President and his entourage, I just want to translate the last part of the chief's concern. What I got, the detail from him is that 4 years ago, you paid him a visit in this traditional area, and this is his palace. And you didn't miss your words. You told him that he is the Zugran, he is the paramount chief of Bawku today and tomorrow, and you recognize him as the only chief of the traditional area. He has since accepted that, and he has been working with that. However, there are other chiefs, and the chief died about some 34 years ago, and you have one of the personalities who has assumed the regency, and each time he says he's a regent. And from Bawku Naba, you don't have a sitting chief, and you equally have a regent. So that is his concern. And these things, when they come up, it kind of frighten our people, and people really do not want to come out and do the need. For example, joining the party. You know, earlier on he mentioned that, even though he didn't mention it, but he said there were some people who were obstructing. So if we don't have peace in the area, and we are thinking more than one way, finally people will think that, let me cling to this side. Other people will say, let me cling to this side. But if they think that everything is uniform, everything is normal, what do I fear? That's the lesson that he wants to. Thank you.
Mr. President, I want to create your indulgence to introduce some other party officers that are part of your entourage. The Honorable Regional Minister did a very good job, introduced the high-power delegation, but there are other appointees equally from this zone, and it's important that we introduce them to the Bawku Naba. With your permission, I proceed to do that one shortly. Mbelem abana te lina minister diola o no kwam tetara bane dolly president yi ankara kena ama nisi o mebe abi kamebe president government la pogon kadenali fo banga ba ba puzio yi wonna mi ya shaka 5 minutes na ke ka fo banga ba te na sengne Madam Rufatanga let's see you under our deputy CEO Free Zones Authority. Teme more to Sister Nadia Adongo. Ome ane utome present office. Te more Mr. Emmanuel Asigri under ane former CEO NASA Youth Authority. Ono bekwala. Te more Mr. Thomas Alonzi, Honor Director General Maritime Authority. Mr. Alonzi, let's see you. Te more to former Upper East Regional Minister Al Hassan Samari. Ome bekola te katinyef te memor ome da apa is na minister yas Honorable Roxanne Bukari ome bekola te more tempan bikuyen on a former MP for Tempandi kamna Deputy Attorney General Minister of Justice Honorable Joseph Dendio Kwanka te menyef bekola te dia yinia te more bikuyen ka Boni Deputy Chief of Staff, on your Mr. Fawaz Aliyu, on me President Office, Obekwala. Hanan Namusaba introduced Suba. And Hanan has been introduced already. Abdul Hanan will have Poane for big on RCU Bafa Stock Hanan, Tenyef. The Unkalme, this number, and my before coming this number, none of Kumpura, Madam Gabriana Ganwa. Obekola. Madam said to Yef. Aha, do Yef. One Namia Shak, Madam Gabiana, Honor General Manager, Ghana Produce Company by Limited, Sena Division. Position Kanaka Kufa, Nana Akufo-Addo Tesola. Miano Koni Pan, Somaka Mama Parliament, Man for Young, Mayuru Alaji Bashir Ibrahim, Deputy CEO, Youth Employment Agency. Then Young, and this number, Kabuna, Keteka, this number, Pina Nula Wosa. Bawusa Bekola. So let me acknowledge the presence of all the MMDCs. Yeah, Bekola, let's acknowledge you so that Bawku Naba will see you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Oh, Honorable Adongo Fusheni is here, former MP for Bawku West and also Deputy Minister for the Upper East region. So at this juncture, with all humility, Your Excellency, you are humbly invited to deliver your speech. Thank you very much.
translate? Are you going to translate? So, where's your... Yeah. You're going to do it? Translate. No, it's up to you. Who should do it? You do it. Minister for Defense, Minister for the Interior, members of the President.
Yo oposeria bergo when I'm you can hear zinala. So naba na.
It is a great honor for me to be received in the palace of the Zugran, Bawku Naba, Asigli, Abugrago, Azoka II. And the chiefs.
Inamu dio kena. Naba Zugran Asigri Aburago Azoka II. Ne for Queen for Puananam. Inamu dio pala zinala. Yopo siapam.
Zugran, as you know, in my first term, every year I visited the regions of the country.
Zugran from me or 4 years Kurakenala from 2017 la or that can region nam wosa na.
This is my second term, and the Upper East region is the first region I'm visiting as such.
Ye when I'm sung ya nengala da God ya da voted to so in I'm voted to Islam Upper East region na bokpala and first time
The radio station that I visited earlier, my first formal engagement is to come here to the palace of the Zugran, Bawku Naba, Azoka II.
mampondang ya linsiela ye when I'm sung ka batiso presidency no ma yingala ye pala a lokan ku sing it yo tomotoma boxorum kala Zugran from Palestine kokena.
Now, thank you very much for the very warm welcome and the strong words of commendation that you have given me and the members of my government.
Yo posia pam na inam dio awa tu la yo posia pam na pia kan ke ya pia ntiso kare anaye o government ma
Peace in the area.
ye de malo so pam fon ye die tibekwala kapazaba taba kabene tabala ye de malo so bergo.
That it is the work of the Bawku Interethnic Peace Committee
Na committee kan atomed katosa last taba nzi tutua kapazaba tabala
and the
yo poso
security agency, the absence of transport, we will solve it.
ye bonkane na zi ni de bagili kabatumba tomala kafiele bakala ye wona miaso ngona onakaka bapamle.
So very soon, the car you want from the committee, it'll be delivered to you.
When minusa ye local kabatumba toma.
We have to do everything possible to maintain the peace and security of the area.
Ye den kuna mal ka tiku zaptaba bokpalala ye wona miaso ngona opangela ona malele.
I came also to thank you and the people of the Upper East for your support for my party and myself during the last 2020 presidential and parliamentary election.
Yo kenena men yo na posof na bonkan ke da male tso 2020 elections la na Upper East wosa so make ya banye opiade mtiz Upper East wosa ama obene pela mpiade tit Upper East wosa.
Just as you speak frankly to me, I have to speak frankly to you as well.
Ye sit kan ka titula alano ko me borotis of sirala.
And I have to say to you that I was very disappointed in the results of the election in the Upper East region.
Ye de da po malaso vote la da kengla onda zin ka po malaso vote kan ko pam ko sa kwalala de po malaso ko ye yel sirala zina.
Especially when you consider the work that we have done in this region.
If ya go stom kan ko batum kana Upper East kwala na ko sa kwala ne vote kan ko pam la ye de po malaso osu sam me bergo.
But whatever the case, at least we have one seat in the case of the MP.
Apa bok pelena ko sa pelena o ko Kasbergo the big say o pam ni ra kon ka fitisu ni ra kon ama ni ra kon la gwa de sira plum de pomal
Put in place since 2017, the free senior high school, planting for food and jobs, one village, one dam, the one district, one warehouse are all being well.
katibisa kenenem ye ongosa de malasia ka de malasia la bo on bigise inam ko tom ka on pam vote
And that particularly
la den ka de piada wosa nidiba pam de nyod
so that all the 5 senior high school in the Kusao traditional area are benefiting from this policy.
if ya gosina sakuna mbane be kusa kwala ka asakuna me anula wosala ba wosa pam on piasila nyod kusa pogum kwala.
The Bawku Senior High School, Bawku Senior High Technical School, Bawku Technical Institute, the Timpani Senior High Technical School, and the Zabila Senior High Technical School are the 5 schools in the Kusao area.
Ada anu de wosa banye nyod piakan ko piada on government kana masila
Extended to prevent more teenage pregnancies. I've heard it.
ka na yela kerka ba kwen dap ka ba tete ba posa ye owomya we ya lebna ona tomo de tomatis
So in the same way too, the community day schools that have not been completed across the country, they are all being systematically completed, and I have no doubt the turn of the ones here will also come very soon.
yesa kuban ka banam panala wosala de be putaren ka be osufun ye bana male ba wosa so bambe na mala bokpala menena ba ya pa kwa na bana masa kubanda me batutu mala ba ke bisa yange ken sakura.
Planting for Food and Jobs program is something that has been going on very well here.
Ye planting for food la then kaba artist fertilizer kat more manet lada ye ongosa da atutua tum tutua tete box solon kwala.
And very soon the distribution of this year's fertilizers will begin.
Ye fertilizer la singi kenna
Targeted 47,761 farmers under the Planting for Food and Jobs program. In the end, we registered 66,000.
nimban kabada body ba tum tuma boku solon kwala koko sax kwala somla fia gosnai nidib kobba mbe na kaba man to mala ka na songoba donna.
So, Bawku Naba, you can see how seriously the program is unfolding. And on top of it too, the 6 warehouses in the Kusao traditional area that are being constructed, they are 80% complete. All 6 warehouses that were complete in order to strengthen the
Di ba de gilbe kate na sala bu ni warehouse and adopt tara kaba made knocket lada ni dinna if ya gosnai kusa solon kwala ba more anu kaba be na ma
be complete,
yede ku yuga bana na de wosa
which will enable the farmers to be able to store their produce.
kare na son ka parba nyange ndigene ba de ka di ba ko sam
And safeguard their incomes.
kaba me kaba nyange me yis nkos mpam ligidi kare ko de ba de ba mko sam.
And in order also for us now to be engaged in all year round farming. Over 40 dams have been built in the Kusao traditional area as part of the One Dam, One Village.
Fond Zugra, Kabayanga de Mane, Mpam Debi, Ndid Kakusit Bama got to be fees.
And in the same way, under the one district, one factory policy, we are going to establish very soon a guinea fowl processing factory here in Bawku.
Ye din kababonye one district, one factory. La factory na malokan kabananga tumtuma kabis nok bees kabanyanga ngosa. Ye bon beba male pini bon kadebe boxung pala kadibisa yange beba gule pini kabisa yange kabanok bisa kabanyanga tumre tuma. So mtisi ya namwe nugu tis president.
And I'm so happy to hear the commitment you have made to stop the smuggling of fertilizer from the area. It's a very important commitment, and I applaud you very much for it.
Yeah, the malaso buguloma kaba enzi de ken Burkina Faso ken kusida. The malaso ye fuma gote de yela kanidi ba.
It's not 100% the best, but it is improving, and I'm happy to see that the Bolga, Bawku, Pulmako road is now 80% complete, and very soon it will be 100%.
If me I go so now, sure like a better man never zinginda, but man ya batis better go. Contractors not be nothing. Fiagos bun bolga ne bokpala ne Pulmako, boka bokbunda ne bolga na bokbunda babanana de kaleme bridges na makabanama. So dinner wosa ane bunkan kuyo male na.
Bawku Naba, the NDC for whom you vote, they never did that road. I've come and I've done the road for you.
Bawku Naba, ye mkaka de yellow. Mkaka for banye for me ye on papa pianda we ye lede pomalso on susu for malsa. Ama go some shokan komale tiskusa. Ama tinam tisne MP ra koma. Ke MP na mi yobo. Katisra koma. So 2024 la Naba. Say for Gos,
I know how dear the road is to your heart, and that is why I said to you that in my time I will complete that road. I'm almost there.
Ye umi, onda ken kwela, fra kaso de te shure ko yela fie ona ma shure men, de kwel me fi ko na shure. De on kwel me fon na ma siele yontis party la ne on president.
And the same way too, the Bawku Principal Road, Street, as well as the bypass, the Bawku Highways bypass, are also going to start very, very soon.
Ye so kan ke yet ye tina dollars wana kabara nok lot tarala dollars tempo gunda babe na ye ediku yuge na sing so kan na malog men kan atutu at his book.
Because I hear the consultant has begun the stakeholder engagements which will end very soon. That will pave the way. I want everybody to cooperate with the work that is going to be done to enable these developments to take place.
Yo wum yanaba ka fielo funa na maka bagos ntis parola ka banyanga ma suela ke suela atutua ntiste.
The Agenda 111, which is the initiative of my government to provide every district in the country that does not have a district hospital, includes the districts here in the Upper East region, especially those in the Kusao area that do not have hospitals. They are part of Agenda 111, which has begun in some parts of the countries and very soon will also begin over here.
Yeba bon siel kar ane Agenda 111 de ane bunkan ka on government la board o me sibitinam district na mawusa. Former mole district nama ayobo. So on gota when I'm yasungunai former na palm district sibiti nama kabama eba kusa kwala metezokati business te manam net wosa ya ben na katiyange ken kabagosity.
And which will also be you'll be
abeno putenre ye ona keka ba tebugu mawusa ken tensa wosa kasobia palm bugum.
I'm very happy about the way in which the COVID-19 menace has been dealt with here in the Upper East. And I know that a lot of the credit for that is due to you and to your chief.
Ye onzi ye why fona songba ka wim convid la ka box ulonkola zika for moya yele for na maka ba me yele ba ni di baka timore max nam ne PhD to nu se ka goso karakena yo bele me ye for kwam yele na namba ka ba mo ka the God.
And I want to thank you very much for your help and cooperation on that matter.
Yo pos ya pam ne tum kan ko songo de ne yele la.
It's difficult at the moment to be sure exactly when we will get sufficient vaccines to commence our program of vaccinating everybody in Ghana. But very soon that program will also begin, and people here in the Upper East will not be left out of that.
Ye team kan ka mono kusirete ka fe foko ben ela ye obey na mot ne ona ma sensiem ka dale ka de zoe ka tinam zingin pala ka tinam mepa nyange kusitemen ka wim la ya kana ba de ko yangate yo be na more de yala.
I was very happy to hear that you yourself chaired and were a principal figure at the launching of the Green Ghana initiative. All the traditional rulers, they should follow your example. It's an excellent example.
Ye de malaso pam banda ye babote sa foneda a fonda de malaso pam ye funyange fonyanga mal de na kan atutu atesula.
And your demand that the municipal and district assemblies should enact bylaws to deal with climate change is something that I will take up. I think it's a very good suggestion, and I'm very, very happy to hear you make this proposal. But we'll take it up and make sure it becomes real.
Yena ba fosir anana atitar for potera ka for yellow ye for nakeka for district assembly de man nok ngos ka ti saka ba said dakar atutuela ye de mal so pam de ana poten so poten kan ka fotisula ona nakotom kan atutu ateste.
The proximity of your region to Burkina Faso makes it an obvious potential target for these murderers and criminals who want to destabilize and terrorize our lives in Ghana.
Yede anasida if ya goso for Solomon wosa for Solomon na Burkina Faso ne Togo la piene ka ya goso na nimbambe Togo kabambe pala kabambe Burkina kabambe pala dinda kete ke nidi bane ku nidi ba kena be pala fom piala ona nokole kada ayel tetar ko goso de yala ntomo de yala teste.
Bawku Naba, you're aware of the measures that the government is taking to strengthen the security agencies here and protect us from terrorist attacks.
Mi on tum sia ka nidi ba ku yang ekpena nkena nsam Ghana teste.
And I'm happy to inform you that a permanent barracks is going to be established here in this area to be able to address the issue of terrorism.
If me ye fona ponte so palo ka ti barracks la be bazuela na la de ko aye barracks ba patete ne kere waya de an yo kene ke soja na mabekala sinfa nyanga gos tum kanatum.
I've heard your request for the division of Bawku West and Bawku Central, and even the possible creation of a region for the Kusao Kingdom. You want to be on top of the Kusao Kingdom here.
Ye umeng mi for ye ba puruk Bawku Central ka puruk Bawku West ka tia puruk de nanai ye timetis region. Young goes da for body for palm Kusao ga temu glaiusa kan region. So on a goes de yala.
These are all things that I'll be considering, and you will hear from me.
Yeah, on a tense nenam wosa. We are kulubisina on a tense de yala for now on a tense ka zup ka piakana canana on a kaka for
I'm going to the one thing I want to do before I leave office in 2025 is to work with you to make sure that we remove all obstacles towards the embrace of the Kusasis for the new patriotic party.
Now, from Pianda for Payele, Kusas Border, Penny Party, la Ama Bunsia being na Mpoket Kapus Kusasa Penda. We are on Meng President Meng. Obode fon on tumala gos bunkana be na pyanga de ka kusasa kwen la kati yisele ka kusasa yanga kwen MPP ni.
And I want to repeat what I said to you when I first came into office, when I came here in 2017, I said it and I want to repeat it today. There is only one Bawku Naba in the area.
Yakon news to tuane. Ye oboro yelle 2017 onda pa wonam da te sokoteso na namba on kena yele fe ye fon anab box sulun kwe fon fo konkon anab zina oye yelle yas ye fon boknab ko on mi fon afna.
I've not changed my mind. Where I stand, that is where I am today.
Ye opotaka opotenre onda belosiela anina ko kwanzie.
And we will make sure that everybody in the area recognizes that and accepts it.
You know, gos ka law la diglosiela ka banoko digel ka so wosa banye fon a bok zuguran.
So that it will be my parting present as I go away, that the Kusao traditional area and Zugran, Bawku Naba, Asigri, Abugrago, Azoka II, has put his arms around me, and MPP is now the dominant political party in the Upper East and in the Kusao area.
Ye obodie fon on tomala ka malice ka fon nab ne on ka yange gos ka onya te kai ko kwine o lenka president wo ka babanye on sansa ka kusas ne MPP yo ayene.
So once again, I want to thank you and your elders, the Queen Mothers, the subjects, for opening the doors of the palace to me and my delegation, and from the very warm reception that we have had here. May God bless you and the people of the Kusao area.
Ye oposia pam ne ina mudio ko kena nzien kwala pia kan ko pia te zo ka ina medio awa tula fonne fona nam wosa ne fo po nam wosa yo posia pam.